Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the Blake Spirit channel. Hope you all had an amazing week. Now, I am in the Karate Combat Discord channel. I'm privy to know that the Karate Combat community voted for the post KC48 rankings. Most of the time they do it after every event. They update the rankings based on the results that happened on the night. And there was one division when I was looking through it that did just stick out like a sore thumb. And that was the middleweight division. Now, what do the other weight divisions in Karate Combat have in common that the middleweight 185 doesn't? They all have dominant, to an extent, champions. Bantamweight, you've got Middleweight Tebuev, who knocked out Owen Shelmy with a spinning body kick, and he knocked out Luis Victor Rocha, the lightweight champion. I know it was only 2 fights, but still, he looks like he's going to be the king at 135 for a while. Then at lightweight, you've got Luis Victor Rocha, who just won a trilogy with Edgar Scrivers before he got beaten by Tebuev, back at 150. Edgar Scrivers, a lot of people think he's like, obviously there are some other great fighters in that division. It's one of the hardest. But at the moment, maybe apart from Rind and maybe Kekramanov, there isn't really many other fighters that people think they could trouble wash it, in my opinion anyway. So he could be the king for a while. Then you go to the welterweight. Rafael Agaev, absolute legend. A bit of a weird situation, hasn't fought in a while, but obviously, I mean, he's just worldwide known in the karate community. Like, he's the GOAT, right? So there, you got a dominant champion, been at the top ever since he beat Josh Quayhagen. Heavyweights, obviously got the guy Sam Alvey, smiling Sam Alvey, just beat obviously Antonio Arroyo in KC48, which in a performance I don't think anyone saw coming. I certainly didn't. So, but again, he looks like he's going. I thought Arroyo was the guy to stop Alvey, but that clearly wasn't the case. And he did it in such dominant style as well. So again, I think Alvey is going to be there for a while. But the middleweights, obviously Ross Levine has left Karate Combat now. He's vacated his title. He's no longer the Karate Combat middleweight champion. And I'm going to look at what, in my opinion, is the best possible solution to fix this problem. But before I continue, guys, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. I'm going to be posting weekly for a bit, not like the 2 vids a week. So make sure you smash that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any. Now, let's get straight into it. So, Ross Levine, I think he actually responded to Mac Tyson. Shout out Mac Tyson. Karate Combat would definitely not be where it is now without the work that guy puts in to the company. Ross Levine, he had not a go at Mac, but it was like a healthy debate, I guess, on Twitter. I think it was after he retired this year, and Mac Tyson was saying, we should do a tournament to decide who's the next champion, because obviously the other people in the rankings, Igor de Castaneda, Levine's beating him, Adrian Hadjabiaj, Levine, that was the guy Levine knocked out before he retired. Then you've got Franklin Mina, but he's got more losses in his Karate Combat record than he has wins. So it's none of these guys have championship claim, I guess, in Karate Combat. So Mac Tyson was like, let's do we can get someone else, and we do a 4-man tournament, make someone the champion, and we just build them off that. Which I don't think that's not a bad idea. Obviously, seeing a Misfits, I keep my eye on crossover boxing sometimes, and that's what they're doing at the moment with their lightweight and cruiserweight things. I actually quite like it. And I think has Turkey Al Sheikh said he's going to do something like that with boxing. I think that was more like a league, but still very similar kind of thing. But Ross Levine was like, no, these guys, there's just not enough of them. They need to fight each other first to really, or more people to really get a winning streak together to then, claim themselves, because like I said, some of these guys do have more losses on their Karate Combat record than wins, which I completely understand as well. You're a champion of a company should not have more losses on the record than wins, because then what does that say about the division? What does that say about your company? So I thought, in my infinite wisdom, he says sarcastically, why don't we merge Mac Tyson and Ross Levine's ideas together? So we do a tournament, but we don't do a tournament to decide the champion. We decide a tournament to decide the top 4. So these 3 guys, De Castaneda, Mina, and Hadjabiaj. And then I've got a list of names here that have fought for Karate Combat or signed up to Karate Combat in that division. So Luke Rockhold, he's going to want a lot of money. So it's probably, But I guess maybe he does. I've got no idea. Joe Schilling, he's another one. He probably want to at that stage of his career. He'll probably only want to do it if he wants a big payday. Does he really have the desire? Do him and Rockhold really have the desire to be the Karate Combat middleweight champion and reign for a couple of years? I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Marcus Perez, he put in a really good performance against Bam Morris this year. That was on short notice. I thought he really stood out to me. Obviously, there's Rodrigo Reyes. Obviously, there's Raymond Daniels, even though he just lost to Ed Farrell. And Ed Farrell, again, I know he's a Muay Thai guy and he's focused on building building his gym in Mexico, his Muay Thai gym in Mexico. But could he be someone bring back and say, do you want to do this karate thing full time? Obviously, you don't have to change your style, but just to get the numbers in. There's Dylan, and then there's Dylan O'Sullivan. There's a few names out there who I think are doable. So I say you do those 3 guys matched up against 3 of these guys. Probably more likely to be Daniels, Perez, and Reyes, maybe. Just looking at the list. You do the winners. The winners of the 3, obviously they become the 1, 2, 3, and then I don't know. You do like a losers bracket, and then somehow the losers. Yeah, but then I guess you need another one then, don't you? The maths it's late at the moment. The maths don't quite work to my head, but I don't know. Maybe you could do if 2 fights end up in a knockout. No, if 2 points end up going to the decision, then the losers of the points decision loss, they fight each other, and then if someone lost by knockout, then they can't fight in the losers bracket to get that fifth position. I don't know, something like that anyway. There's a couple. I think there was not all the divisions are fully top 15, like the UFC and boxing ones. Some of the other ones are still 7, 8, 9, 10, but there's still a lot more depth and talent. I feel that are still very healthily, organically growing. Whereas I feel like the middleweight one is just the only one that's just not quite going at the moment. Even heavyweight, I feel like it's okay just because it's the belts in safe hands of Big Sam Alvey. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you think they should do something like this to Castaneda, Mina, Hadjabiaj against a six-man tournament against one of Rockhold, Schilling, Perez, Reyes, Daniels, O'Sullivan? Do you think any of those guys would be up for it, especially Rockhold and Schilling? Do you think at this stage of their career they're really going to want to dedicate themselves a tournament and be a champion for another couple of years? I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you did, out of those names, who do you think would be the new middleweight champion replacing Ross Turbo Levine? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.